WWE fans thought they knew Bayley, but everything you believed was about to be turned upside down. Behind the bright colors, cheerful smiles, and hugging corners of WWE's arenas, a story was quietly unfolding. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing when Bayley first appeared in NXT. From her very first match, she was painted as the ultimate underdog, the fan favorite who would bring hope and joy to the ring. But behind the persona, few knew the woman who was truly stepping onto the mat. Pamela Rose Martinez, a name that until now remained hidden from the mainstream. The wrestling world thrives on mystique. Characters are carefully curated, storylines meticulously plotted, and identities often masked behind a larger-than-life persona. But Bayley's journey was different. Social media whispers, backstage rumors, and subtle hints had long suggested that the bubbly persona the WWE showcased was only one side of the story. Viewers on social media went wild as hints about her real-life identity slowly emerged over the years, igniting speculation that turned into obsession. Pamela Martinez's path to WWE was not glamorous. Unlike some wrestlers who were scouted from fame or athletics, her beginnings were humble. Grounded in relentless dedication, small wrestling circuits, and local shows where she trained tirelessly. Fans who think they know Bayley from television have no idea the obstacles she had to overcome. Every match she fought outside WWE was a test of resilience, a proving ground for the strength that would later make her a household name. The irony is striking. The cheerful Bayley on screen hides the story of someone who faced immense struggles to reach the spotlight. Backstage insiders now claim that WWE executives knew of Pamela's real name from the start but carefully chose to protect it, ensuring that Bayley remained a symbol, not a person. The distinction is critical. Fans erupted into chaos the moment documentaries and interviews began to hint at the revelation. It wasn't just about a name. It was about humanizing a character who had inspired millions yet remained an enigma. And then came the social media storm. Clips of interviews, old match posters, and fan accounts pieced together the puzzle. Tweets, Instagram posts, and Reddit threads dissected every clue, culminating in one explosive question. If Bayley is Pamela Martinez, what does this mean for her WWE narrative? Could this revelation impact storylines, or even alter how fans perceive her victories and rivalries? The tension was palpable. Every fan wanted answers, and the WWE universe was holding its breath. But what really happened when this secret finally reached mainstream outlets? And how did Bayley herself respond to the revelation? The truth behind Pamela Rose Martinez would shake the WWE world, and nobody was prepared for what came next. From indie arenas to the roaring WWE crowd, Bayley's journey was more shocking than anyone imagined. After Pamela Rose Martinez stepped into WWE, the transformation into Bayley was complete. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing, as this once-unknown wrestler suddenly became a sensation. Her debut in NXT wasn't just a match, it was the beginning of a carefully crafted narrative designed to captivate the audience. The hugger gimmick, her colorful attire, and infectious energy weren't random choices. They were the perfect camouflage, masking the fighter beneath the cheerful facade. The crowd erupted into chaos every time she appeared on the ramp, waving to fans, bouncing with excitement, and radiating positivity. Behind the scenes, however, the real Pamela Martinez was far from the bubbly persona WWE portrayed. Wrestling insiders reveal a story of extreme discipline, sacrifice, and relentless training. Long nights in small gyms, unpaid matches, and the constant fear of injury shaped the wrestler who would one day dominate arenas worldwide. Viewers on social media went wild as old clips surfaced, showing a completely different side of her, a focused, tenacious athlete who would not allow anything to stop her rise. Her climb wasn't easy. The WWE universe watched her triumphs and heartbreaks, but few understood the grit required to overcome both physical and mental obstacles. Every championship match, every rivalry, every storyline feud had layers of reality behind it that fans rarely saw. This dual identity, Bayley, the beloved character, Pamela, the relentless competitor, created tension both on screen and off. Fans speculated endlessly. Was this persona a shield, or did it eventually blend with her true self? Social media played a key role in amplifying the mystery. Clips of backstage interviews hinted at glimpses of Pamela's personality that didn't match the on-screen Bayley. Twitter threads and fan forums exploded with theories, memes, and speculation. Every cryptic comment, every subtle backstage glance, became a viral moment. Viewers on social media went wild, sharing theories and debating whether the cheerful Bayley was fully aware of her real-world impact. The contrast between the character fans loved and the woman behind the scenes created one of the most compelling WWE stories in years. Then came the first major turning point, Bayley's championship win. Fans cheered, chants echoed through arenas, and commentary teams praised her perseverance. Yet, backstage whispers told a more nuanced story. The triumph was not just a narrative victory, it was a testament to Pamela Martinez's real-life sacrifices. The audience, oblivious to the hidden struggles, saw only the bright colors and happy energy. Fans couldn't stop talking, and clips of her victory circulated endlessly online. Every social media post added layers to the growing legend, blurring the lines between character and person. But just when fans believed they knew everything about Bayley, the whispers began turning into undeniable facts. The identity of Pamela Rose Martinez could no longer be kept a secret. And the reaction, absolute shock. WWE fans were about to discover the real woman behind the mask, and the revelation would ignite a firestorm the wrestling world had never seen. The moment WWE fans had been waiting for. The mask came off, and Bayley's true identity was exposed. It all began with a leaked backstage interview that spread like wildfire. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing as Pamela Rose Martinez's real name was officially confirmed. The wrestling world paused, social media exploded, and viewers on social media went wild, dissecting every frame, every word, every subtle hint that had been dropped over the years. Suddenly, the cheerful, hugging, fan-favorite Bayley was not just a character. She was a real person with a story that rivaled the drama of any WWE storyline. The reaction from fans was immediate and intense. Online forums lit up with shock, excitement, and a flurry of emotional responses. WWE commentators replayed classic matches, now highlighting every moment where Pamela's real identity might have peeked through. Fans erupted into chaos, debating how much of the persona was real and how much was performance. Every hug, every high-five, every smile suddenly carried layers of meaning that were previously invisible to the audience. But the reveal was not just a social media sensation, it had consequences backstage too. WWE insiders revealed that some wrestlers were completely blindsided. Colleagues who had known her only as Bayley had to adjust overnight to the reality of Pamela's presence in the locker room. Rumors of initial tension, curious questions, and genuine admiration for her perseverance began circulating. Viewers on social media went wild, sharing stories of backstage confrontations and candid reactions from wrestlers seeing the full truth for the first time. The timing of the reveal was cinematic. Just weeks after a major title match, WWE aired a special segment dedicated to Bayley's journey. Clips juxtaposed her early indie days as Pamela Martinez with her vibrant WWE persona. Fans couldn't stop watching as the layers peeled away, revealing a story of resilience, dedication, and triumph. The crowd erupted into chaos when WWE aired the moment she openly acknowledged her real identity on live television. It was a mixture of shock, admiration, and awe, the kind of moment that defines careers and changes legacies forever. Social media memes, reaction videos, and fan art exploded overnight. YouTube comment sections were flooded with statements like, "I had no idea Bayley was Pamela. And this changes everything about her story." The revelation sparked intense debate over the lines between character and person. Was Bayley just a performance, or had WWE unknowingly showcased a masterclass in storytelling? Fans couldn't believe the depth behind a persona they thought they knew so well. And yet, the story didn't end there. Hidden truths about her early struggles, her personal sacrifices, and the battles she had fought behind the scenes began surfacing. Every revelation added to the mystique, building anticipation for what would come next. The WWE Universe was on edge, desperate to understand the full impact of Pamela Martinez stepping out from the shadows of her alter ego. But the world had only seen the beginning. The next chapter would expose rivalries, betrayals, and shocking alliances that nobody saw coming. When Pamela Rose Martinez stepped into the light, the rivalries she faced became more intense than ever. The WWE Universe had barely recovered from Bayley's shocking identity reveal when tensions backstage began to boil. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing as old rivalries suddenly took on a new intensity. Wrestlers who had once clashed with Bayley now faced the real woman behind the persona, someone whose resilience, discipline, and hidden ferocity were far beyond anything the crowd had witnessed. The crowd erupted into chaos every time she entered the arena. Chants for Bayley were now laced with awe and respect for Pamela's journey. One of the most dramatic rivalries was with a top female WWE star who had dominated the division for years. Viewers on social media went wild as the story unfolded. Matches that had once seemed standard became symbolic battles of identity versus persona. Every slam, every submission, every high-flying move carried a weight that fans had never imagined. Behind the scenes, tensions escalated as competitors had to reckon with the truth. Pamela Martinez wasn't just playing a character, she was a force to be reckoned with. Insiders revealed that some backstage alliances shifted overnight. Former friends turned skeptical observers, while others rallied around Pamela, admiring the courage it took to reveal her true self. Fans couldn't stop talking about the subtle dynamics, the glances, the confrontations, the whispered strategies. The drama wasn't confined to the ring. It spilled into interviews, social media, and live events, where even casual interactions carried the intensity of a championship bout. The WWE Universe was captivated, and the buzz spread like wildfire. Then came a moment that would be remembered for years, a betrayal by someone Pamela had trusted implicitly. Fans erupted into chaos when this trusted ally turned on her mid-match, leaving her vulnerable to a shocking pinfall. Social media exploded with disbelief. Viewers on social media went wild, replaying the clip over and over, dissecting every angle, every expression, every dramatic pause. The commentary team's stunned reactions perfectly mirrored the audience's shock. It was a turning point, showing that Pamela's story wasn't just about identity. It was about survival, trust, and the harsh reality of WWE politics. This era of rivalry and betrayal reached a fever pitch during a major pay-per-view event. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing, as Pamela faced multiple adversaries simultaneously, a test of skill, strategy, and emotional endurance. The crowd erupted into chaos as she fought valiantly, blending the Bayley persona with the raw strength of Pamela Martinez. Each maneuver told a story, the past struggles, the hidden identity, and the unyielding spirit that refused to back down. Every social media post, every reaction video, every fan commentary added layers to an already explosive narrative. But just when it seemed Pamela had weathered the storm, a new, unexpected challenger emerged. The WWE Universe was left hanging, wondering who could possibly match her skill, courage, and determination. And in the shadows, a shocking alliance was forming, one that would change the WWE landscape forever. The WWE Universe held its breath as Pamela Rose Martinez faced the battle that would define her legacy. After months of suspense, rivalry, and revelation, the stage was set for the ultimate showdown. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing as Pamela, fully embracing her true identity, stepped into the ring with a determination that radiated through every fiber of her being. The crowd erupted into chaos. Chants of Bayley, Bayley, now intertwined with admiration for the real woman behind the persona. Every fan in the arena, and every viewer on social media, sensed that this match would change the narrative forever. Her opponent was no ordinary challenger, a seasoned WWE superstar, skilled, ruthless, and strategically formidable. This rival had personal and professional reasons to make the match one for the ages. Viewers on social media went wild as the tension built, highlighting every stare-down, every taunt, every subtle move leading up to the bell. The energy in the arena was electric, a mixture of shock, excitement, and anticipation, as the two warriors prepared to collide in what would become a legendary battle. From the opening bell, Pamela showcased the full spectrum of her talent. The Bayley persona's agility, charisma, and fan connection merged seamlessly with Pamela Martinez's raw, calculated power. Each slam, each counter, each submission attempt told a story of struggle, triumph, identity, and redemption. Fans couldn't stop watching as the match flowed with cinematic intensity, every near fall and higher risk maneuver amplifying the drama. The crowd erupted into chaos multiple times as each unexpected twist and turn kept them on the edge of their seats. Backstage reactions mirrored the audience's shock. Fellow wrestlers, commentators, and WWE executives alike were stunned by Pamela's performance, acknowledging not just her skill, but the courage it took to step into the ring fully exposed as herself. Social media erupted with clips, reactions, and fan theories, with viewers dissecting every second. The fight became more than a match. It was a statement, a declaration that Bayley's journey was now inseparable from Pamela Martinez's real-life story. And then came the final, breathtaking moment. With a combination of strategy, sheer grit, and unyielding heart, Pamela executed a move that left the crowd in awe. The arena went silent for a heartbeat, then exploded into a frenzy. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. The victory was not just for a title, but for identity, legacy, and the countless struggles that had led to this moment. The commentary team's voices cracked with emotion as they highlighted the significance of this culmination. Viewers on social media went wild, sharing clips, creating tributes, and celebrating a story that transcended wrestling. Pamela Rose Martinez had not only survived, she had transformed the WWE narrative, proving that the real story behind the character is just as thrilling, inspiring, and shocking as any scripted rivalry. Her legacy would endure, a testament to authenticity, courage, and the power of revealing your true self to the world. Bayley is gone. Pamela is here, but what new challenges will the WWE Universe throw at her next? Stay tuned, because the story is far from over.